trying this. This is the carrot cake. It is amazing. It is so freaking
Really
good with the goji berries in there.
Something like a chickpea or something.
Ready?
Ready.
Hey everybody, so we are here at Gratitude LA, downtown LA. We're having some lunch. This is my friend David.
Hello.
David is full of love and light, and he's such a positive person, an inspiring person. He's wise. I'm just giving you some credit.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
One of the things that I wanted to talk about, there's many things to talk about with David, but is his morning routine.
Yes.
It's more about people who do things differently than everyone else. People who pretty much look at the norm, look at the herd, and say, I'm going to do the exact opposite of what they're doing, because that is people that are successful a lot of the times do the opposite of what everyone else is doing.
That's exactly right.
But they always have reasons for doing it, and the reasons, I think, are what really sustain us in these endeavors that we try to do.
So first of all, I mean, some of the things that I've been doing in my own personal business for a while, for quite a few years now, is I do angel card readings. I teach Kundalini Yoga, and I have a very devotional practice to Kundalini Yoga. I'm working on a mantra album right now, recording mantras. But the reason that this whole morning routine thing came about was because I was at a point where I found myself in an absolute total rut. I've always reached like certain levels of success, like certain like really exciting peaks of success and like fulfillment, professionally and business-wise. And then I reached those levels of success, and then I'm kind of just like, all right, like keep going. Yeah. Expecting the flow to just keep moving without necessarily my responsibility, without taking responsibility in part of it. You know, I don't really know what it was, but something just finally sent me over the edge. And I said, in order for me to get past this rut, if I'm ever going to, and it was at a point of just total frustration, I've got to create this total overhaul of my life.
Our food is here. Yummy salad and polenta. Yummy, 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 yummy. Our coffee is vibrant. And this amazing mocha.
Yeah, which tastes like dark chocolate. It's so beautiful. Fantastic.
Tell them what exactly your morning routine is.
My morning routine, I set my alarm for 3:15 a.m. I'm out of bed at 3:30.
Okay.
Clothes are set up, tie my turban. So I walk across the street to a Kundalini Yoga studio, and from 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. do 2 hours of yoga, meditation, and chanting mantra. Around 5:50, just to be specific, I drive right down the street to a local cafe. I sit down from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. on my computer, and I just go.
You're working on your creative business.
That's right. I simply get to work, and I get to work on things that have maybe been, like lingering in my mind for the past 3 years.
Yeah. And I like what you said about how doing this even for like a week or so, or even a few days, you can get more done than what you would get done in months or even a year.
Oh my gosh.
Just talk about like if we're not doing Kundalini, what other kind of meditation can we do during that time?
It doesn't matter whether you're working on your business or working on something creative or working on your spiritual growth or working on your body. The one thing that we all have in common is that we all carry this infinite self within us, this infinite greatness, this infinite genius. And we have to tap into it. But it's really, really hard to tap into it. It involves a lot of discipline and commitment and belief in ourselves. And so the whole point of creating this total overhaul routine and just changing everything up in our lives is it really kicks resistance in the ass and allows the genius to come through in a way that it's never been able to before.
So this is like a true way to tap into this thing. This
True way.
discipline of this morning routine is a surefire way that you will get to that place. It really fulfills us as people, because if you're ever feeling unfulfilled, depressed or feeling like we're not living your purpose, this is one way. This is a simple thing you can do. It's so personal too. Like that time in the morning is so personal.
And the more that I've been looking into this is something that some of the most successful entrepreneurs, the most successful politicians, the most successful athletes, the most successful spiritual masters, the most successful teachers, the list goes on and on, they all share this quality of waking up before sunrise. I mean, this really is the best kept secret until you discover it for yourself. There is so much power in these hours that you really can't understand or experience until you actually put yourself into it and you see it yourself. You watch that sunrise yourself.
Awesome. And why is it so important? Because it connects you to yourself, and it's like no distraction.
Absolutely. Because you don't want to get up in the morning and go straight into your work, because it's like it's getting out of bed and going straight into this gotta do this. If you spend this quality time in meditation first, you're totally clearing the mind. You're also awakening the body and awakening the mind. So and also building your confidence and self-esteem and clarity, so that then once that hour is over and it's time to go to work, you have that really empowered, clear,
you feel
centered.
really good about yourself. Because I know when I sleep in, I feel like really bad. I'm like, oh god, it's already late. I wanted to do this. It doesn't really make you feel very good about yourself.
Of course.
If we didn't want to get up at 3:30 in the morning, what would you suggest? What's a good reasonable time that we can actually get up? What time? Because I want to try this out. I want to try out this routine.
Yes.
But honestly, I go to bed late. Sometimes I go to bed at 3:30 in the morning. I tend to work a lot at night. So to me, the idea of getting up at 3:30 in the morning is like I didn't get any sleep, and I believe in sleep. There's a time for a lot of sleep, and there's a time maybe for not as much sleep.
That's right.
But, so what would you recommend for someone like me who's used to getting up at sometimes 10 o'clock?
Right. To commit to a full hour of your devotional meditation and then put 2 hours in of work, all before the sunrise, you've got to wake up by 4:30, and you've got to really, really, really be in full motion by 5 a.m. There's just simply no question around that. There's no 6 a.m., there's no 5:30, there's no 5:45. Those are not options.
What? 4:30?
Yeah. So that's the whole point. That's kind of like where this is a super duper challenge, because really what we're doing here is we are pushing ourselves way beyond our limits, way beyond our comfort zones. We're basically rewiring our mind and our body to work completely differently. I mean, it's kind of a big deal. And so that means making some drastic changes and also kind of pushing yourself into these drastic changes. So if you need to go to bed earlier, you have to force yourself to go to bed earlier.
Do you have any tips for getting to sleep?
Absolutely, yeah. One thing right off the bat that's really simple and really helpful that I just love to tell people about is just simple nostril breathing. When you want to calm the mind and calm the body at night, you just take the index finger, cover the right nostril, and just breathe in and out
through your nose?
Really long and deep. Yep, just through the left nostril. And you can do it just for a couple minutes and try to do
and
long
out through it
breathing.
too?
Yep, in and out through the left nostril.
Well, how long? Well, he does it for a long time.
If you can't do it that long, it's as long and deep as you can, and over time you train your. Doing it one time, like.
Already asleep. You do the next nostril.
I would recommend setting a timer. No. Okay, so here's the cool thing about the way our bodies work. So when you wake up in the morning, do the right nostril. If you do this at bedtime, it's like having a cup of coffee before bed.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
If you breathe through the right nostril,
Yeah.
you're actually bringing in like the sun energy.
What?
I
It
know.
changes?
Hello. Isn't
So
this
left is for
fantastic?
night and right is for morning?
That's exactly right.
What?
Then back and forth is for a perfect balance. And so that's also a great thing to do during the day to really balance your mind.
This is morning routine, and I'm going to try this out, and maybe I'll film a video about this morning routine. But I'm
Please do.
very inspired by everything that you have taught us and talked about, and just by the example that you are setting by doing it, and just seeing your posts about it, and we'll link his Instagram page and his
Absolutely.
website.
Absolutely. It's changed my life. It's absolutely changed my life.
That's powerful. Well, thank you, David, so much. We're going to be talking again. We're going to be doing more videos because this is awesome.
Yeah.
And we're going to be shooting more stuff. So thank you so much. And for watching.
Yes, and if you and if you come by to my website or Instagram, let me know that you came from Jess's show.
Oh yeah. See you guys next time.